Do do. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Um, so I wanted to play around with something I had seen new. Well, it's been a week or two since I first saw it. But it really started popping off when Cursor got popular, and I really wanted to figure out if I liked it or not, if it was something that was interesting or not. Um, and that was avante.nvim. Avante? Avanti? Avante. I'm guessing Avante. So we will see here. Let me go double check. Did I actually hit? I did hit post on everything. Cool. So I wanted to give kind of a first look to this and see if I can get it working on stream. I have set nothing up so far, so it is just me getting started with this. All I've done is take a quick look at the install page, and I haven't even really like looked at the videos here or anything. So um, y'all are around for the ride. So let's jump into it. So this is a Neovim plugin designed to emulate the behavior of Cursor AI IDE. That's another one. Well, I want to do Cursor too, but I figured it might be easier to start with Neovim for me. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so we'll probably review Cursor, a more probably in-depth review of Cursor later. See how that all pans out and if it's any good. So and for that, for a long review, I'm gonna want to kind of be in and using it for a while, and I'm not looking forward to using a Code clone for a while. So I am kind of biased in that way. So we'll see. But this looks interesting, and I think this could be really good. So let's read the blurb. So avante.nvim is an Neovim plugin designed to emulate the behavior of the Cursor AI IDE. It provides users with AI-driven code suggestions and the ability to apply these recommendations directly to their source files with minimal effort. This project is undergoing rapid iterations, so this is a beta or an alpha, essentially. All right, so let's watch the thing here. Um, so they've got some TypeScript. Add ready probe and live probe. Okay. Starts spitting out some things and gives you a diff. Okay. It's pretty neat. So this is Go code. And it gives you the diff, and you can accept the changes or you can remove the changes. Okay. It's pretty cool. And then that's the get diff. Okay. Cool. Interesting. All right. So you tell the AI to do a thing with the current file, and it does the thing. So again, it shows that VS Code style diffing, which is interesting. Well, there is audio in these. Maybe. Maybe not. They are MP4s, but I don't know if audio is working right now. Should be, but... So, and features AI-powered code assistance. Interact with AI to ask questions about your current code file and receive intelligent suggestions for improvement or modification. One-click application. Quickly apply the AI's suggested changes to your source code with a single command, streamlining the editing process and saving time. So this is interesting to me. I'm using gp.nvim right now, off and on. I'm trying to use it essentially, and it's hit or miss. So I'm not like super happy with it. So that's why I find this interesting. So, um, okay. So this is lazy.nvim. Curl and JQ. Do I have JQ? I have JQ. Okay. So we should be good. Actually, let's exit this. Let's pull the latest for OP. Okay, already up to date. Okay, OP, and we'll just open dot files just for now. Okay. Okay, and I like to rename this real quick. Continuous. Cool. Alrighty. So next up, we actually need to do the Neovim config, nvim config. Git restore dot get pull exit. Actually, we want that. We want to restart Neovim. Okay. So it seems to be happy. Keep forgetting to add that to my tmux config. Okay. So we need our lazy.lua file. I should really refactor some of this stuff into individual. More of this stuff into individual. Plugin files. So gp.nvim needs its own. So I'm going to do that real quick. How do these look? These just return. Okay, yeah. Return and then did that not? No, LS failed to run generator. Stylua is not executable. Oh. How do we install? I forgot how to install Stylua. Probably need it via Lua Rocks or something. No, cargo. Do I have cargo? Yes, I do. So cargo install Stylua. Is that right? Stylua. Yep. This is entirely unnecessary. I'm amazed I haven't like wanted to format a Lua file on this machine yet. Quit this. The formatter just fails. Okay. I guess. Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. Okay. So there's gp.nvim. And then, so we just require this. That's all that I need, right? Plugins, Lua Snip Cloak, yeah. So now, and I say Control G, T, we get the right thing. Okay. Okay. Cool. So there's thing one. Cool. Okay, so we have that, and then we should create one called Avante. So Avante.lua return, and then we're going to go grab the thing from here, and we're going to grab this config, and we'll stop that. Stop hitting that key, Ben. Copied. The clipboard's not working? Well, I guess that works. Okay. Dependencies. Very lazy. Event very lazy. Lazy, false, opt. Add any opts here if you want to download pre-built binary. Pass source equals false. Pretty sure I have some of this already done. Okay. So now I can say Q, and then actually, forgot to add it to the lazy.lua file. It knows, the LSP knows that that's there. Cool. No parser for markdown language. Okay. Yeah, reinstall the markdown parser for me. Okay, so we've got it technically installed. Quit this, start this. Markdown inline. Okay, so that's a separate tree sitter grammar, I guess. Didn't know that. Okay, seems happy. All right, what are my commands by default? Make sure you set this up property if you have lazy equals to true. No, lazy equals to false. Okay. I think I already... Markdown in Avante. Okay. Oof, excuse me. Okay, default configuration. Avante will only support Claude, OpenAI, and its variants, including Azure, out of the box due to its high code quality generation. For OpenAI compatible providers, wiki for details. Due to the poor performance of other models, Avante only recommends the Claude 3.5 Sonnet model. All features can only be guaranteed in Claude. Okay. So GPT-4o is that bad, huh? Most consistency, recommended to set up environment variables in your shell file. Avante will prompt you at the startup. Output the API key for the provider you have selected. Anthropic, OpenAI, and Azure OpenAI key. Use the Avante ask command to query AI about code. Okay, so technically I have the OpenAI provider, so I should be able to say Avante ask. Enter Anthropic key. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do first then is switch the provider to OpenAI. I think. That's not what I wanted. Where's the provider? Provider Claude, OpenAI, or a string. Okay, so let's just say Claude. So let's just switch the provider. Provider OpenAI. Okay, because I have a key in here that should work with that. Let's see if that works. So still wants the Anthropic key. Oh, maybe. Maybe that's supposed to be here. Make sure to build Avante. Missing Avante templates. Are we doing anything? We don't seem to be doing anything. Make sure to build Avante. I've already... It won't work in the netrw buffer? Okay. Hey there, by the way. How's it going? So let's just go to the lazy.lua one. And let's just say, yeah. No. So it says, make sure to build it. And am I missing a step? Is there a build step that you have to go through here? So build Avante build source false. If you want to download pre-built binary, then pass source false. Make sure to follow. Okay. Make sure to follow the instructions above. Instructions above. Source false. So how are you supposed to? Secrets. Make sure you have credits in your accounts. What's your build command? It's that source false one. Here. Let's say quit that. So my build command is Avante build source false. And when I run this, nothing happens. It's just the... Yeah. There is no error. Other than this one. That is what I tried first. And I don't get anything. Yeah. I could try to change this. Local share lazy. See if there's a build folder in there. I can do that. Um, um, build PS1. There's no build. Oh, are you the creator of the plugin? Are you the author? Oh, awesome. Well, this looks very cool, by the way. That's exciting. So let me go while you do that. Let me go check. Let me go double check here. Blank this out. It seems kind of buggy. Does it use like is it really written in like Rust or something and then Neovim kicks off a build with cargo? Fix build command. I wanted to double check that I had an open API AI open AI API key. I thought I did on this machine. Yeah, I have my open API, open AI. I can't say it. Yeah, we write the bindings for tokenizers and template engine in Rust. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably a great choice for like cross-platform stuff, so it behaves the same way across platform for the most part. That. We can go back to this. It's just it is kind of weird that there's no that I wasn't running into like an error or something. So after this works, so after this, so we can choose, so we can configure each model individually, pick our model. And I think I saw something about custom providers. Yeah, custom providers. I wanted to look at this because I wanted to try to pipe it into Olama and try to use like Llama 3 or like Code Llama or something and see what it did as well. So I might try this too. So you have vendors, custom providers, you provide the endpoint. Probably don't need the key name. Oh, local LMs. Olama. Yeah. I want to drop this into my config. So this is use code Gemma, but I'm going to use a different model, at least for the initial one. Provider. So this isn't this. 62, if I remember right. Chat completions, accept, model. We're gonna just try this. Llama 3. Let's just make sure we don't have any errors. Probably no errors because I'm not even loading it. Okay, all right, I updated the README. Can you try it again? First, you should delete the plugin folder and local lazy avante.nvim. I can do that. So let's go over there. Okay, removed. You can now change build equals make now, and it should just work, hopefully. Okay, so I'll have to go and in here, fire this up. It's probably airing out because I need to go edit that real quick. So if I go to Avante build, so just say build equal make, like this, or should I like do it like the $$ make, just like this? Okay, cool. Okay. So now if I say, okay, and I say, oh, it's probably not, it's not gonna work in NetRW. Okay, I will do that just to be safe. Ah, no, quit. Thank you. Build failed. Lua version. Set illegal option. Make file. Error 2? Illegal option dash O pipe fail. Just do set dash O pipe fail. Are you saying set that in the build command? In here? Or is that a change that has to be made? Oh, okay. I'm just curious. Yeah, nothing happens when I do Avante build. At least I think nothing happens. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. It might be a side effect of just how my install's set up. Oh, okay. Hopefully this works now. Okay, I'll go delete that. Yeah, so we'll delete that. Restart this. I still got the same thing. Let me just double check. Maybe I didn't get the latest. Maybe I was too fast there on the draw. Illegal option O pipe fail. Legit. Am I missing a dependency? So this. You remove the set option in this commit. So this is in build.sh. Okay. So you just pull this out. Is this is on master? Right? Yeah, this is on main. Okay. Version equals false. Sure. Lua or so set version equals false at like the lazy level. Like this. Or in here in the ops. The lazy ops. Okay. Then we'll go do that. Failed to install. Build failed. Let me go. Am I getting set XEO pipe failed? Didn't you remove this? Didn't you say you removed it? Isn't that the commit that you just pushed up? That's a good question. So I'm gonna delete it. Actually, oh, I know why. I know why. Avante.nvim. Oh, dash rf. Okay, and then I know why it's doing this. I know why. Quit this. Remove the lazy lock file. There we go. There we go. The lazy lock file had a different commit in it. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's try that. So if we go to lazy Lua and we say avante ask, oh ho ho. It's alive. Okay. So tab switches focus. And then avante asks. So you can submit the question directly. So avante ask, what is this code doing? Okay. GPT-4o is pretty chatty. Oh gosh, it's going through every plugin. Oops. Can I cancel it? Oh, it's too there. It went through all of them. Please review the code suggestions. Okay, so what can I say? Free the cursor one day. Okay, so please review the code suggestions above. So now, so right now we are working on chat history context. So right now it will just be one shot prompting. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, is there any way? Okay, okay. So it's A to apply this and capital A to apply all. So if I wanted to apply this, said A. So what is it doing here? So it's taking if API.nvim buff get option modifiable and utils not in. So then, so say I want to accept this change. Yeah, yeah, I like the UX here. So CO is ours, CT is theirs, CC cursor. So I could just say CC and it does that, but it looks like yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable. It's fine. So it's getting rid of the P call and then buff get name harpoon menu. So we can say CC here. And we can say quit. And then we can say and we can say lazy buffer invalid buffer ID. Oh, okay. Right now we'll just dump the diff to the current buffer, which is not nice for file undo in history and IMO. So what do you mean? So if I go back to lazy.lua and I say I got my change back, right? Yeah, I got my change back. Works fine for like how I play with buffers and I do undo stuff. Yeah, you see the diff though. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, I don't mind that. I understand that that's how it works in like when you're showing like a diff in the view. Um, VS Code is a similar way when you're looking at diffs and merges. So it's treating it the same way. I don't think that's a I don't think that's a huge issue, in my opinion. But I think this is cool. Um, so So let's see. It should work with Llama 3 then, too, in theory. And then I don't have to spend tokens. It's probably going to be a lot slower, though. Okay. So we're set to Olama, and then now we can say Lante ask. Yeah, let's just say what is this code doing? Let's see if Llama 3 will do it. Oh boy. My GPU's spinning up. You can see in the other window. It's thinking. Codestral 123B. On what GPU? That's huge. 123 billion model or parameter model. 4 A100s. Yeah, that'll do it. I've got a measly 2080 Ti and a 1060 in that machine over there that I've got it pointed to. So, um, 4 A100s is probably going to be way better. This one's more concise. I will say that. Like it tells me just a few things. It's more concise, but it left a lot out. Configuring plugins to be loaded, setting up keybinds. So I don't hate that this is more concise. So one thing I do have a question. So when I'm using like gp.nvim, if you try to do edit, it's not as good compared to the other model. That makes sense. So like if I say, like I was doing with the other one, if I say, please, can you offer some suggestions on how to make this code better? So it's offering some suggestions here. So you're just talking about the general quality isn't as good. So replace line 124. What is it trying to replace? It replaced it. Oh, so you can. Oh, this is so. This is how you do like leader AE is to edit leader. What is this? Yeah, obviously this model is not as advanced, but yeah, it's like trying to put ellipses in the middle of my Lua objects. But that's on Llama 3. So that's not on. And it says right on the thing that Claude Sonnet is the way to go. So, how do I want to test this out? How do I want to stretch? Have this stretch the legs. So if I say like we want to. One down one. The prompt we are doing includes long instructions, a whole file context, and a bunch of other stuff, so models that support long context would work best. In this case, Claude. That makes sense. And so like GPT-4o would probably do, I mean, slightly worse than Claude, but still up there. And like those larger token models probably have a lot better support. So that makes sense. Um, So if I say cd source local, so if I just say, yep, comparable to Claude, cohere command R, works well. Gemini still have some bugs on their end as far as I know. Um, yeah, I haven't heard great things about Gemini in general. I remember hearing a whole bunch of stuff about how bad it was at launch, and then I heard just about nothing. Um, so let's just say we're in here and we're starting from scratch. So we want to. This is a really easy softball. The Llama 3 should be able to do this. So if I say avante ask, can you please generate me a function that computes n number of primes? Get prime numbers, takes integer n as input, carefully reviewed. Okay. Carefully reviewed the additional code. So let's actually, to apply this. Is prime, get prime numbers. Okay, so I should be able to say, primes is an array. So I should be able to say console.info. So get the first 10 prime numbers. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see how this does then. 2, 3, 5, 7. Get prime numbers up to 100. 2, 3, 5, 7. Yeah, cool. Okay. Can I add it? Ask it to write radix sort. It completely. Oh, no, no, no. It. Wait. I think it's just Llama 3 being Llama 3, I think. Um so is there a way there's probably a good way to like um clear all this. So if I just quit this and then say actually I'm going to quit this and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go switch to uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cheap viewers on this. I got to ban somebody real quick. Da, 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 da. Ban a unable to ban user. What do you mean? Block report spam. Spam. They sent spam to my chat. Close. And then, like, here's ban. There we go. Cool. They gone. Cool. And can I delete this message? Not publish to chat. Cool. Back to business. Although this chat is now. There we go. Cool. So now we go to Avante and we say open AI. There we go. No, it's 5. Yeah. So now we can ask it. Now we can ask it about radix sort. You can try help in the input box. Okay. GPT-4o is so much faster. So you say, I can say help. Clear lines, ask questions about specific lines. Okay. So clear is the one I was looking for. Chat history cleared. Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, it did radix sort, and I could do the utterly useless thing of saying radix sort radix sort. It even knew what I was talking about, even when I didn't. Cool. Alrighty. That's pretty neat. Now, and I can ask, okay, here's another one. Refactor this node script to take in the number of primes to generate based on a flag on the command line called number. Const args process arg v slice 2 index of, strip that out, add parse int. Okay, yeah. Get prime numbers n. Shift A. So we're going to take it and we're going to say you can jump between code blocks with can you? I might have those overridden for some weird reason. Oh, in the chat window. Okay, that's super handy. I like that. Awesome. Okay. Okay. And then what happens? We get unexpected end of input. Probably because I need to say number. And I say 100. Nope. So something else went wrong here. What did GPT-4 do now? What did good old Jippity do? Bull expected an ending bracket somewhere. Oh, it didn't finish its... Wow. Oh, I guess it didn't. It didn't. Oh, interesting. Get prime numbers. It totally ripped the rest of that code out. Known bug from OpenAI. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably sign up for Claude and use that instead. I imagine OpenAI is probably still alright for like describing code, but probably not good for generating code. It did more than the just like get the indentation wrong. It like stripped out part of my solution essentially. So yeah, these things are early days still, and I am aware of that. But this is still cool. So what I can do. So all it did there is say return prime. So I'm just going to yank that to buffer, and then we can redo that. Paste that. Yeah, that was the only thing different. And then we can say that. So 100, so I can say 1000. And then I can really make my CPU sweat and say 10,000. It should really be slowing down at some point. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that'll take a minute. A factor of 10. That's a lot of primes. I doubt there's much CPU load on that. It's one core. You know, that's pretty good. 100% utilization on. Avante asked now use threads to speed it up. In JavaScript? Is it going to use like server-side workers or something? That's an interesting idea, though. So we can say, we probably want to say clear. And then we want to say Avante ask now use threads. Now use threads to speed this this up. Promises? Well, promises aren't necessarily threads. they let you do things concurrently, but not necessarily parallel. A service worker is probably going to be what um, uses an actual like second thread. So it'll actually probably I'll be interested to see what this does. Actually, I want to see what this does. If it like says, I want to know if it tells me that. Does it tell me that like this will actually slow down your code because you're going to be adding the promise overhead on top, and it's going to be concurrent but not parallel. But yeah, I'm curious too. Now use threads to speed this up. So enter. What's it gonna do? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey Anono, over on he's over on YouTube. How's it going, man? What in the world is it doing here? It focused on the Radex sort. Is prime script parent port post message. Mm, yeah, let's just see what happens. Okay, let's just see what happens. It seems like it's hallucinating, but we'll give it a shot, right? We'll try, but I think I agree. I think some of this stuff doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. But I'm willing to let it. I'm willing to give it a shot. Maybe it's just genius, you know. Maybe I just can't understand. My puny brain can't understand the genius here. Okay, let's collapse this down a little bit. And we'll say replace line snippet incoming changes. I don't think that worked quite right. So let's just I am perfectly capable of just doing this. It's a lot of code. Do. Oh boy. Oh yeah, it did say weird stuff like that, didn't it? Yeah, if equals process dot args. What did it do here? Underscore 100? Wow. This stuff doesn't look half bad down here. No, there's some weird stuff here too. Return false and then a for loop. Oh man. GPT-4 dropped the ball. That's funny. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I will add a tool web search soon, so it should improve overall generation. So you're adding like a tool that goes out. Is this kind of similar to like Copilot with Bing, where it goes out and it could do like a web search and add things to the context window essentially? Is that what you guys are looking to add? That'd be very interesting. What search engine are you going to use for that? Also a code interpreter. Okay, that'll be super cool. The, can you use, like, I heard back in the day the OpenAI code interpreter models were actually pretty good. Just use the Google Search API. Yeah, that's probably the best one. Anyway, that's probably best. So that will be really neat, I think. Something small that you can run locally. Yeah, yeah, that would be really cool. That would be neat. Well, I think what you guys have done here is actually quite awesome. And so if I had to compare this to like gp.nvim, your guys' UI is much better. Like I like the flow of working with Avante much better. gp.nvim is cool and all, but you have to like know ahead of time how to do the whole like how to like merge it in with your code, and it's just not as intuitive as this. So I like this quite a bit. So I think I think you guys are on to something. Um so yeah, I think ultimately a lot of this comes down to like the models. So yeah, yeah, and I think I'm gonna probably integrate this a little more heavily into my daily workflow. Yeah, I bet this is a ton of prompt engineering, trying to coax the LLMs into doing exactly what you want. I assume here that there's a way to like kind of edit your own prompts, right? Uh, so yes, planning, planning.avante rules. Okay. So this is a rules template essentially. So use XML format. So you're essentially templating in this whole context together. You can use custom Jinja rules for your custom prompts. I also wrote in the wiki. Okay, I'll have to go look at the wiki there. Um, custom parser, local LLMs, key maps. But this, so you have to say all this stuff. Primary tasks, code modifications, number of ranges. I think it is just README. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Final check, review all suggestions. Is it like the Apple one where you can just tell it, like you can just add to this template essentially do not hallucinate? I'll also post it in discussion here. Can you say do not hallucinate and they'll essentially not hallucinate? Custom prompts are now supported for each mode. Okay, cool. TypeScript planning Avante rules. Your task is to edit TypeScript. Only edit TypeScript file. This, if it is not TypeScript file, say, oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. My only task is to work on TypeScript, and I'm only good at TypeScript. Nice. TypeScript. Custom prompts are now supported for each mode. Okay, so this. What's in here? Want to see. So this is updating the makefile. Planning, editing, and suggesting. 3 modes per prompt. Three different prompts per mode. config.system prompt. Calling this in custom auto commands depending on your needs. Toggle my prompt, my custom system prompt. So this, does this let you essentially swap in and out your prompt? Try to explain it on the README how to create a custom prompt. There we go. One wishes to custom prompt for each mode, avante.nvim will check the project root based on the given buffer, whether it contains the following patterns. Mode avante rules. Okay. So it looks for those files. Swap in and out the system prompt where the user prompt will check the .avante rules file. Okay, cool. So you can customize it. She'll be rendered using mini Jinja. See templates on examples on how to extend the current templates. Cool. So you can have it per project and you can customize it and add custom things for each of your projects and like provide like context that the LLM needs to know when generating code and describing things. That's cool. That's neat. So I see you guys still have chat with project and chat with selected files. So that's just adding to the context window essentially. Chat with project probably requires a way bigger context window than like current models. For project, we do redo. You can also customize custom bindings for certain actions. All Lua APIs are available through require avante.api. Yeah, cool. Cool. So you can get, I can get my hooks into like whatever I want to do essentially. We do redo map. So what's redo map? Out of curiosity. So leader AA is show sidebar, refresh sidebar. Here's PR on this. Here's the PR. Redo map. Making the LLM aware of the entire code base. Feature redo map. Tree sitter, Avante path. So you would lean on tree sitter essentially to get all the files to add to the context window. Cool. Cool. Then you don't even have to, like, integrating with the LSPs would be way too complicated. So this is pretty awesome. This is very neat. We will cache the repo map based on project and then only query relevant code in the prompt. LSP AI. Open source language server backend for AI powered functionality. Interesting. I've never seen this before. Interesting. So that'll be cool. They first built it for Helix and since then had been adding support for more editors as far as I know. I mean, we can see pretty quick here. Mason Yeah, I don't think they have it. Probably not yet. Yeah, it might not work with Neovim yet. So uh might only be a VS Code and Helix sort of a thing for now. So it's entirely possible. So this is wild though. What it hallucinates is pretty funny, I think. So but yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping to do tonight. I think I got farther than I was actually hoping for. Um So I think I want to integrate this into my daily workflow. Like I said, I think I want to play with this a little bit more offline and get some more thoughts on it, and then I might put together like a full like review. Yeah, yeah. Glad I could help work out some find some bugs with the install process. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna probably do like a bit of a more long term review, at least a couple weeks of using it and see what I think. I'm going to integrate it into my daily workflow and see where I can fit it in and where it makes sense. Um, so yeah, will do. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad you could jump on and hang out with us for a bit while I set this up and figure this out. So thank you very much for being there to help out. I would have been pretty stuck with that build there. So I would have been deep within that build script trying to figure out what was going on. So, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna probably sign off here. Maybe we'll find somebody to raid on Twitch here. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it a lot. Um, so yeah, let's go find somebody. Do you guys see? There's a couple people watching. Anybody have a suggestion on who to raid? One day lazy will add support to remove plugins easier. Yeah, probably. It probably would have been better if I were to go into the lazy UI and then remove it from there. But yeah, yeah, I didn't think about that. But uh, no, we'll just say twitch.tv. Who is online? Study times online. Coding with strangers. Um, Maybe study time. Do you guys have any suggestions? Oh, ads. Ads. I hate ads. Are they remaking Beetlejuice? They are. Crazy. Okay. Okay. So she's not really online. Um yeah, let's just go to Twitch and let's go see who's working on stuff. Software and game development. Yeah, I bet Lua is not necessarily an easy problem. So you got coding with strangers, Jitspos, making an action adventure, first person shoot FPS game dev, Hollow Knight. Oh, that's later. I thought maybe he was one of like the devs or something. Who to raid? I don't know. We could just pick somebody. But actually, looks like the other viewer dropped. So we'll skip raiding. There's no sense in raiding with just one or two. So, but anyway, everybody have a good night. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys another time. Thanks. Bye.